us before we went on air that you've spent a lot of time getting this designation for real estate in the past. What was it, year?
Yes, in the past year. It's an 18-hour course with continuing education throughout the year. And basically, this designation equips people with extra knowledge and tools in the rapidly growing green built rage for homes. And so basically, they give us a bunch of information and tools that we need to provide value to real estate transactions. So we have extra training in, mold mitigation, radon mitigation, what kind of windows to put in your house. So
to keep the home energy efficient?
Yes. We have training in, VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds. So, we're trained to be able to, help the buyer or the seller, pick out low VOC paints or low VOC, any kind of building materials or cleaning materials that you probably wouldn't want to keep in your house all the time.
Okay. So so when I think of green homes, I'm thinking of solar panels and stuff like that. And green can obviously mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, solar paneling is definitely one end of the spectrum. I mean, it could be as simple as, just having triple pane windows or energy efficient appliances, or using gas heat instead of electric heat, converting to gas if you can.
Yeah. I think it's important for people to know with making their home green that there's not one, you don't have to choose one or the other. There's a lot of steps you can take depending on your situation, to better your home for yourself and your environment and cut costs and things like that. Let me ask you this question. Why buy green homes? What are the benefits, I guess, you could talk about to the environment and to the owner?
I think the main reason people are interested in green-built homes or homes with energy-efficient features is the cost saving.
Okay.
You can save up to 30% a year on your utility bills if you use, for instance, a tankless water heater versus a tank water heater. You can also save with, a gas furnace versus an electric furnace. Using lights like LEDs save you on your electricity bill. Dishwashers and clothing washers, they're built nowadays where they're not using as much water to wash that load, and it's they do it a little more efficiently. So your
toilets, other appliances. There's a lot of different things. It seems like. Can you describe some important features or factors in seeking out green built homes? I mean, how do you go about finding out that information from someone? Because I guess if I came to you and I told you that having a green or energy efficient home was important to me, that's kind of a broader general statement.
We have a range of people. We have very green-minded buyers who know what they want. They've done their research. They know what kind of heating system they want. They know what kind of materials they want to use on their siding or for their cabinetry or for their floors. So we come across people who already know what they want, and they just need that broker who has that knowledge as well to be able to seek out those homes with those
knows
features.
What it is they actually want.
and then there's people who, they don't know what they want. They know that, green is cool now.
It is kind of more of a buzzword, isn't it?
It is. So they kind of want to just, ride the trend and ride the wave and kind of be a part of it, but they have no idea
where to start.
And that's where I would sit down with them and just kind of outline all the important things that, make a home efficient, energy saving, cost saving, and of course good for the environment.
Yeah. And obviously I'm assuming that you're helping people that are interested in green homes with new construction and older homes too.
Yes. And actually, Limelight Development, which is a company under HeatonDainard, they specialize in green built new construction and green built remodels.
Yeah.
So the cool thing for me is that I'm able to see these projects unfold, and I get to go to the site and look at how they're laying out the foundation, and it's going to be heated foundation, and which is crazy. Like I'd never even heard of that before. Getting into this business, and just learning how they install radiant floor heaters and how they and where they get their building materials from. Everything is local because it's all recycled materials. So, that's, the other thing is that there's less transportation of materials into one spot from all over because people are starting to use the, local or, recycled / organic.
Well, that's just another factor that goes into green, because you might be getting a sustainable product, but if you're sending it from South America,
it's pointless.
What are you really doing? Yeah. And you kind of answered my next question a little bit, which is why use an eco broker, just because, the process with, at least, within your own company, exactly what's going into the home. But what are some of the benefits for someone, seeking green to actually use an eco broker instead of maybe just a real estate agent who has some green experience? As an eco broker, I actually have more of a network, a green network of professionals. So I know, I know radon mitigators, or I know, people who specialize in giving star ratings to a home. So whether it's 3 to 5 stars, we have a network of mold professionals, asbestos professionals, green builders like Limelight Development, and having that knowledge, I'm able to kind of enlighten these people and kind of get them to their goal of, do they want new construction? Do they want to remodel? Do they, or it's maybe a past client who wants to refinance. So I have information on green financing or green refinancing. So actually, you can get what does that entail? Because I'm not too familiar with that. Is there benefits that come with that? Yeah. So with an energy efficient mortgage, so let's say you find a house that you really like. It may not be updated. It may have single pane windows. It may the roof is old, the yard is, maybe the landscape isn't providing shade against the house that, could save you energy in the spring or summer. So what an energy efficient mortgage does is provide financing, but they actually give you the money to make the changes. Make the changes. Okay. So to get new triple pane windows, maybe to add more insulation to the framing, to install a tankless water heater. And the goal with all these things is to save money in the long term. Yep. Great. And you can also get tax breaks and tax credits for the appliances that you use or the materials that you buy. Actually, Energy Star, through the government, if you go to their website, they have a list of, if you use these kind of lights, you're going to get this tax break. If you use, this type of washer and dryer, so they provide incentives and. Yeah, and with that, we definitely want to hire someone like John to look through all that, so we wouldn't have to do it on our own, because that can be a lot to sort through. Again, Monica Ulmer, buyer's agent with HeatonDainard, joins us. Just have about a minute left here. You mentioned Limelight as an example of a company in the industry that consumers can look out for. Do you have any others? And why do you think this is a market to focus on in the Pacific Northwest in terms of green real estate? I think just. People in Seattle have always been very, conscious about the environment, and it's something I'm surprised hasn't kind of taken hold more. Yeah, years ago. Yeah. So I think sometimes people assume it's more expensive. Do you find that it is? Actually, it used to be more expensive. So I think what
actually, steered people away was if you
perceived
going
price.
green meant spending a lot of money. And now that
and going to Whole Foods,
exactly,
spending your whole paycheck.
Yeah, now that there's more materials available, there's more competition in that market. It drove the prices down, and it's not as expensive to attain certain materials to upgrade your home.